All right, it's now time for us to get into the discuss mood about the situation that inspired this discourse has to do with the lawmaker representing Delta North Senatorial District in the person of Ned Nwoko, who on Thursday called for Nigerians to bear arms via his proposed bill that will allow Nigerians to bear arms for self-defense following the spate of insecurity across the country. Last month, he called for, but in as much as he called for that, he says that there should be guidelines or criteria for Nigerians to bear arms. One of them being certification from 2 doctors on the mental fitness of whoever is going to bear arms, then endorsement from the local government chairman for community validation, then confirmation by divisional police officer. Those are some of the clauses he has put forward before any Nigerian can own or carry firearms. All right, we've got Captain Bishop Johnson, a retired U.S. soldier who is now a national security and defense strategist right here in the Federal Capital Territory, to help us look at this issue. Is Nigeria ripe for their citizens to bear arms? Good morning, Bishop. Nice to have you join us on the program. All right, I think we're having some network challenges. We hope he'll be able to join us so that we can continue this discourse as regards how ready or how set are Nigerians to bear arms. And the fact that it's been said that 2 medical doctors should certify every Nigerian before they're allowed to bear arms. 2 doctors enough. Why 2? Why not 3? And which level of doctor should it be? A consultant or a psychologist, or who in particular in the medical field should be able to certify any Nigerian to bear arms? And also talking about endorsement from the local government chairman. Why the local government chairman? Why not the state governor or the presidency? So those are some of the key questions we'll be asking. And also the confirmation from a divisional police officer is another point he raised. Why a divisional police officer is another question we want to find out. These are some of the issues raised by Ned Nwoko as regards bearing of arms. Good morning, Bishop. Nice to have you join us on the program.
Yeah, good morning, Tony, and thank you for having me.
All right, let's look at Ned Nwoko. On Thursday called for Nigerians to bear arms in a bill he's proposing the National Assembly due to the spate of insecurity. But he did mention some criteria for Nigerians to bear arms. He says 2 medical doctors have to certify the mental fitness of a Nigerian, endorsement from a local government chairman for community validation, and also confirmation by a divisional police officer. For you, do you think, first of all, Nigerians are ripe to bear arms? Then for the guidelines.
Okay, look, I can understand the frustration of so many Nigerians because we have a social contract with our government that we will surrender our loyalty to the state, and the state in return it seems loyalty. State has not been able to provide adequate protection for citizens and their property. So I can understand the frustration of so many Nigerians in that regard. Having said that, I think having Nigerians bear arms is like you get to a place where the fire is raging and then you pour more fuel into that fire. Nigerians bearing arms is going to lead to bloodbath. It's going to be a disaster. You see what is happening in the US, where they have their Second Amendment that allows people to carry weapons. They put all those yet. We've seen the level of insecurity killings. People going into schools and murdering school children, going into club and of the whole place, something like you have to. Are you there, Tony?
I hear you.
Are you there?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Can,
It's breaking. I think the network is quite poor, but we can hear you in bits and pieces. All right, no sound, and we're having challenges getting him clear. Hopefully, he's going to be joining us. We've got another Nigerian who should be joining us to help us look at some other trending issues. We've got Reverend Okoye there, who is supposed to join us from the Philippines to look at the issue of religious bodies, laundering money for terrorists. Reverend Okoye, Chris, are you there? Okay, all right, tell us. All right, Johnson, are you back with us? All right.
I have been back. I have been on.
Oh, okay. So you are trying to say it's going to be bloodbath if Nigerians begin to bear arms. Why do you think so?
Because it's already a bloodbath in Nigeria, where you have 6,145,000 weapons in the hands of civilians and non-state actors. There are only 586,000 weapons in the hands of our law enforcement and security agents. So if you allow Nigerians to bear their own arms, you're going to increase the number of weapons in the hands of civilians and non-state actors, and that will lead to bloodbath. At the slightest provocation, somebody will pull out a weapon and shoot his neighbor. You see what is happening in the United States, where they have Second Amendment that allows them to bear weapons. You see how individuals go into schools and shoot up the whole school, go into public places and should have everybody in Nigeria a weapon. I understand the conditions that he put in place. The only people who are going to meet those conditions are his colleagues, him and the highly socio-economic class. Those are the people that are going to meet that requirement. And one thing is that somebody can be certified to be fit to bear weapons today, and tomorrow that person's condition may change, health-wise, mentally wise, and that person will be a loose cannon. I think what we need to do is to take a hard look on what the former Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, alluded to, what some of us have been advocating for over the last decade, and what the PDP governors said yesterday, that we should allow state police. Let us decentralize the police. Let's allow states to have their own police. In that way, any weapon at their disposal can be accounted for, audited, and secured. Having Nigerians bear weapons is going to be a disaster. It will be like a situation where your house is on fire, you pour more fuel to it. So I personally don't support that idea.
Okay, but we had the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, declare that governors cannot afford state police in terms of payment and all that. Do you think he's come up with state police should continue? Is that where you're coming from? All right, I think
police, federal police. Are you there?
Yes, I am. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. You can make up in those states that can't afford state police with federal police, but let the states that can afford state police, let them be able to have their own police. You see, security is local, and that's why you have the level of insecurity that you have in the country now.
All right, I think the network is quite. Okay, I think let's call it off now and see if we can re-establish contact with Bishop Johnson again, so that we can probably get a better audio of or service from our network providers, so that the conversation can actually go smoothly. Let's go for a very quick break. All right, welcome back from that break. Very extremely sorry for that breaking transmission due to very poor internet service and making it really difficult to join Captain Bishop Johnson, retired, to get his take as regards the call for Nigerians to bear arms. Due to very poor network issues, we won't be able to take him. And also, we had Reverend Okoye Kresa from the Philippines, who was supposed to speak to us as regards the issue of clergymen or sects, laundering monies for the terrorist groups in Nigeria, the implications. All right, I think this is what time and technical issues will allow us to take on to this edition of the program, Global Morning, and got something for us.
Not really, but unfortunately, talking about the arms, looking at it for,
Do you think Nigerians should bear arms?
Netwoko has said it all. That it's for protection. That's what the senator has said. Is to protect lives and properties because of the insecurity. And now we do not know. Look at what happened right now. 290 million naira for hostages in the FCT as we speak right now. So it shows that compared to the Nahabila's issue, these kidnappers are not willing to stand down. They do not care. Whatever it takes, they will continue with this rampage of kidnapping, adoption, and of course killings. So for everyone to have arms licensed and all of that to verify the stability of the individual, I think it's not a bad idea to protect yourself now. Well, I think so.
Well,
Let's see how it
okay,
plays
so
out.
I'm just imagining Jima Mansu
With a gun.
with a gun. Oh boy!
What am I shooting?
I'm sure I won't come to work for 1 week.
No. You can, you're laughing about this now, but there's people who are serious, who take this very seriously.
But it's serious because imagine people who are hot-tempered. I allow them to bear arms at the slightest. Dead bodies everywhere on the streets.
That's why they're going to check the variability of the
mental state.
Mental state.
But like Captain Bishop says, if someone could be stable today and tomorrow he goes local.
Cuckoo.
All right, so that's how much time is going to allow us to take on today's edition of the program. I want to say thank you, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday, and thank you for holding it with us, for being with us from 7. Of course, we, like Anthony says, we have to wrap it up on Global Morning. This beautiful, thank God it's Friday. But of course, Global Morning Weekend, a review, a recap for those who have missed out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. You get a chance to watch Global Morning, the recap tomorrow, Saturday.
Sure.
So just keep watching Global Television. I am Jumai Manson, and my co-host,
Anthony Momodio, good morning.
Good morning.